Welcome to another live stream. Today I will be drawing some F1 cars from the 80s, 1980s, and they will be Tron inspired. I've added the screen so you can see my reference images. And I will show you what I've done so far this year. So, beginning of the year I started drawing, I just like doing quick sketches of old F1 cars. I wanted to start right from the beginning of 1950 and then work my way towards the current one in 2026. I'll go through them and show you what I've done so far. So this was the first one and the second one, 1950 and 1951. Couple of Ferraris. And then 53, 4 and 5. You can also start to see some changes, like these were pretty basic. And eventually they started adding like the scoops, like the exhaust on the side. And then Mercedes was a bit different again. It wasn't so round, it was like more, they started adding more shape to them, not just like circular. You can see the start of kind of like side pods, but they weren't pods yet, they were just body. And then there's a Bugatti. What color is your Bugatti? Ferrari pretty much stayed the same in the later 50s. Bugatti experimented with a different front end, some scoops on the front of the bonnet and also the back. The wheels were pretty much the same. I think this is a Lotus. They added some different type of wheels, not just mesh. And then we are entering the 60s. And in the 60s, they started playing with colors and playing with shapes as well. Different aero engines in the back. Wait, where's the engine in the back? First time down. Maybe even here. I think this is still a front engine, but these are definitely back in the 60s. And I think this was a big shift for them because they realized they can have a better weight distribution in the back. Hello, Whimsy Fox. I will do my best. I'll be sticking to Tron, I think, not Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk would be more suitable for cars because to me Cyberpunk cars look like they're just modified regular cars. So yeah, weight distribution is better with the like mid-engine, rear engine, rather than the front. And then early 60s, they started experimenting with a bit of roll cages and a bit of spoilers as well. Front wings. I'm not actually entirely sure if this is 1963. But this is also where I think they made it worldwide. I'm not sure if it was worldwide previously, but this is a Honda from Japan. You can see the Japanese flag. Okay, yeah, just cyber. You can see more lines in the body and the roll cage, and they started experimenting with wider wheels because they realized that wider tire would create more grip. And this is mid 60s. This is a battle going on in 1967. I think this was in Monaco. I think these are Lotuses and a Ferrari. And this is still a Honda, I'm pretty sure. What else can we see here? They have the trumpets. Those engines must have been really loud. A lot more different than today. And you can also see they started experimenting with this different control arms and suspension setups as well. There's still no spoilers here and no visible arrow. And then in the late 60s, in early 70s, when they started changing the rules, they started experimenting with spoilers and arrow as well. You can see here there's a front wing, but it's above, which is interesting. They were trying to split the air so to create more ground effect. Same with the spoilers. It's an interesting place to put it, above the driver. And this one has the bottom spoiler. They were trying to create a balance between the front and the rear to create the most amount of the best type of airflow to keep the car steady, like on the straights and in corners. And in the 70s is where they started creating different types of body. So maybe they started experimenting with different materials as well when it comes to body. I'm not sure when they started using carbon fiber, but this is definitely you can see the parts riveted on or even screwed on, and they started adding more components to the cars. And you can see the side pods. I think this is a oil cooler even, or radiator, some type of cooler. And pods above the driver for the air to come in and cool the engine, and the side pods were more for the aero. Okay, moving on. I think in the 70s they started reading into the rules and reading what they don't say, because in Formula One they like to test the FIA and to push the limits to see how they can design a car better than the other teams to have some sort of an advantage. There's a double spoiler here. Somehow that worked. I'm starting to like the look of these because they had like dip dish wheels. the high amount air intake, nice body lines, and they started putting more safety features in as well, some glass as well, and it got pretty interesting in the late 70s. These guys thought they would make a six-wheel car. And for them it worked. I think they won a few races with that setup as well. But they also had some understeer in corners, because they no longer had a big wheel, but they had like smaller wheels. And then midway through the 1976, they canned the rule. They changed the rules mid-season, and they said no more six wheels, so they had to change back to four wheels. And this is the late 70s. I found this car online. I was like, wow, that's a really cool shape. It's completely different to how the rest of the cars looked in the 70s. And this one looks huge compared to the other ones. But I think these guys won a race as well, so I guess it worked for them. I like the 80s the most, probably, because you start to see the winglets like this on this Renault. And really cool body lines, like top and bottom, and they're really trying to push the aero. And the last one I did was 83. This one has really far back side pods. Let's see if I did any more. Can't remember. Oh yeah, I've done another one. This is 84. Ferrari. I think this is where they start putting some lines into the tires for better grip. I'm not sure if this is a wet race, but it's definitely interesting. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing the same thing. Gonna continue on from 1985, but it's gonna be Tron Inspired. So I'm going to search for some 85 F1 cars. 1985. Let's see if I can find something interesting. I haven't prepared any particular car. Ooh, nice. Marlboro Red. McLaren. Niki Lauda. Not Facebook. Oh well. I'm gonna save this so I can work from my computer. Okay, and I'm gonna put the Tron in the background. so I can have some reference images. And then I can put this one in the middle. Like that. So you can see what I'm using for reference images. Oh no. Why is that loading? How do I get rid of it? Maybe I can put that into the... Maybe it's part of the Tron. Alright. So... not sure what to do here with the loading thing. Maybe I'll try deleting this and then putting a new screen on. Ah, it's gone. Okay, that fixed it. I deleted something, but I don't know what I deleted. Alright. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if this is... Okay, so this line somehow goes down towards the back. It's not really clear why, because it's all like white. It's like white out. I'll use maybe... Ooh, that's cool. Alright, I'll use this image instead. Save. Okay. Go back to the Tron. And... hello, Luca. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna make this small. Oh, come on. It's not what I wanted to do. How do you... I lost it. Here it is. Okay, I want to make this one smaller. I've never had this type of a screen before, so bear with me. Alright. Okay, that works. So I'll start with the bottom, and then wheels. Sound like this. Is the bear really with me? You mean the cat? Oh, by the way, I've done this background today, and I put up the shelf with all the Hot Wheels, and my cat chose the background color. I chose red, but she pressed the button, and now it's blue, and I kind of like it. So I think she made the right choice. It's the rear spoiler. It's very blocky. Oh, I yelled because she jumped on my leg and then slipped, but like clawed into my leg, and that really hurt. That's the back of it. And then the front is like something like this. And then in the middle it goes wide again. And then here it overlaps and it goes up a bit, and then it cuts in, and then it's an interesting shape. I'm not sure why it's like goes down and then inside. You can see like here it dips inside towards like here. So I guess the air comes through and then goes back up and over, and then into the spoiler and then up again. And then here it has some sort of air intake. These little bits. Rick and Morty reference. And then somewhere here it has the cockpit. Like that. But it should be a bit higher. Yeah. And this. Down and over the wheel. Like that. And then this is the window here, which connects to this side. It curves upwards and then back. And then this goes a bit higher, like that. The guy sits in here. And this will go, that's the back. I can get rid of this while I'm at it. The visor curves. And you can see his hand here. He's probably, yeah, he's going through a corner. So you can see his hand is like holding the wheel. The wheel only turns like 45 degrees each way. So he can't like keep turning. Side mirror is interesting shape. It's like squarish from the front, but towards the back, it like teardrops. Like that. It's smaller though. And then the nose comes down. Somewhere here, like that, and then that's the end bits, end plates they're called, on the front wing, and the nose extends out like that. It's not so long though, it's like here, like that. And this extends on the other side. There's like a secondary wing that splits the air. Some air, like the air goes in underneath, some comes up. And then the end plate is just around here and comes around to the front. There's a wheel on the other side, somewhere here. Like that. What's going on here? Oh yeah, so like that. Alright, now I need the Tron parts. I'm not gonna use the Marlboro branding, but instead I'm gonna put in some Tron wheels, like I can have them glowing blue. Or maybe I could still do Marlboro colors, but instead of blue I can do red. Any suggestions? So I could have like a red line running throughout the body, and then maybe like, oh, there's a little roll bar here. Maybe like through the middle of the car there could be like a second line. The side part is a bit bigger though. Goes down further, like this. Like that. Maybe instead of Marlboro I can write Tron on the side, the same font. like that. And in the front as well, but it would need to curve like this. Okay, let's see if I can color it in. So for the wheels, I'll be using the darker colors. Oh, I can also do like blues and maybe greenish blues. So look what I have. And the reds. So I'm gonna leave like white-ish, or maybe just like this one's dry. This one, just so I remember that this has to be glowing, and then I'll have this glowing as well, and this as well, and tucking inside, and then to the nose like that. And then I'm gonna color this in. And this shelf as well. There's a bit of light hitting this part, so I'll go lighter here and here as well. That's fine. I forgot there's a line there. Like that. And then some red in here. Some lighter shade on this side. So the light is hitting it. So then I can put the Tron letters in. like that. And over here as well. And the interior of the wheels are gonna be black. Nina Silverhand. Okay, this is a bit lighter. It's going to be visible when it dries. And then I'm going to go C6 for the tires. And I have to remember to leave a line around, because the rim of the wheel will be glowing in red to match the Tron kind of a look. Don't really need much detail in the wheel because it's rotating, so wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Maybe I can put in some white lines in later to show off how it's spinning, to show the movement. And on this side, inside cockpit I can see a little bit. This visor is kind of black. Maybe I can have like a ide. Mr. Toth. Alright, here I'm gonna put in a little bit of shadow. And here as well. I'm gonna outline this on both sides. Then later I'm gonna go in with white so that I can show that it's glowing. Sorry, the neon will be this reddish color. I think the blue were the good guys, and the red and orange and yellow are the bad guys. So I guess this guy is the bad guy. like that. The villains, yep. And his hand is kind of reddish as well. The glove. I can put that in. And maybe I can have his helmet glowing as well. Like just a line on top of his helmet. Okay. I'll just put this in. And it's gonna be dark color in here as well. Like that. And also behind here. And on the other side. I will do the tops of the tires here. And this glass part can also be grayish. And like in the cockpit as well. This dude can have a bit of a shadow. Does this even work? Kind of. Let's see if I have some other white. Okay, I think the pencil will be good here because I can have it fading out. I can show like it's glowing around. I can also show the glow here on the other side. And I'm thinking of adding some sort of a background so I can have it more glow. And for that I can use a darker red. And keep it simple. Just like this. Some sort of branding in the background. Nothing too exciting. I'll just color it in quickly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. And now I can show off the glow around the car in the places where there will be lights. I'll put some red on top of here. This. Then I can have it glowing in the middle and also on the outside. And here as well. And on his helmet. Like that. Here it's gonna be a bit darker. It's on the side pod. I can go over it as well to show the different type of lighting. And I can have some on the front, not too much. I guess in here I can put in the white lines to show off the glow. Ooh. And I can have some sort of letters on the tires, but because the tires are spinning, so I'll just blur them out. This to show off the motion. And at the front, and also on the top, the other side. Like that. I'll just drop in some lighter grays in some areas, just to show off a little bit of color. It's not just white. And that's pretty much it. That's a 1985 Tron F1 car. I'll just put the 85 here. Okay, let's see what else we can find. (1986) Honda. Ooh, what is this? Benetton. Benetton. Yeah, that's a T. Double T. Looks like an L. This would be cool if it had like two different colors glowing wheels. And this one has more curvature on the wing. It's more like has a less of an arch. So it's a different design, different side board, and slightly different front splitter. But I will go like a different view, so it's not so similar to this one. Maybe something like this. Nice. That'll do. Ooh, where'd you go? Nope, it's not it. Oh my god, Google. Nope. I'll just do it on the side. Okay, and here I'm gonna stick to this so I can have it in the background as inspiration. Wow, this is almost sitting on the ground, almost scraping. It's like a couple of millimeters off the ground. That's amazing. Just setting up the perspective. I think the only thing you missed was me finishing the Tron car. But now I see that I forgot to do a shadow, so I'm gonna add that in as well. The rear wheel is somewhere here, and it's wider than the front. Something like that. And then this doubles up, but this line should be lower. Somewhere here. And then it comes around, and then there's an opening in the back, some arms here, and then this line intersects and then comes around, and then there's another arm here, the side pods, they finish somewhere here, but this is lower, so this. The main sponsor of Tron is Tron. That's a good point. I think this wheel should be a bit bigger. This tire actually. Like this. That makes more sense now. Yep. And this cockpit sits like in this line somewhere. It's not too far away. And there's an opening here. And this helmet is a bit sideways, because it's turning that way. So I guess the wheel should be a little bit more turned. Gonna drop this lower and then make this weird shape of the side. I forgot the name of it. I'll remember later. And then here it comes up and then towards the nose. A little bit of a curvature, but not too much. And then there's a nose here. And this goes towards the side. Something like this. Something like that. End plate, that's the name of it. I knew it would come to me eventually. Side mirrors are very small on this one, and it's located somewhere here. And then There's a hole here. This is where this arm comes out for steering. And then it goes down. I feel like this wheel is way too far. Should be like... yeah. Should be like here somewhere, right? Is that better? Maybe a little bit. So this arm will come like this. So bottom section like that. Should this one be branded as Tron as well? Benetron. Instead of Benetton. Yeah, I can smell the pancakes. Thanks for the double reminder. And thanks for making the pancakes, but... or crepes. Or pancakes. But I will have to finish drawing first before I can eat. The rear wing is pretty much in a little bit lower than this. A lot lower than that. Like that. And comes like this. And then it has an opening. It's an interesting font. Ben. And then T. And then R. Benetron. This guy's helmet has the same colors as Alonso does. Yellow, red, and blue. The better Tron. It's good as well. Okay, and that wheel is invisible. This will be glowing again. Ooh, one thing I can add is, see how these ones have the line glowing in the middle of the wheel? Well, maybe I can have something like that. Why is this so round? Okay, I can start coloring this in. With this one, I can make it... Should I make it 2 different colors or just 1? Two colors. What if it's like split in the middle? I can have like green on one side and, I don't know, yellow or red on the other, or orange. I'm gonna have it pink. I kinda like that. Not gonna lie. And the tires, sidewalls. And then a little bit of wheel. Divide between the good and evil. Yes. Yes. Is my sound still delayed? Ah, interesting. The whole stream is delayed. Gonna have reflection on his visor, like in an anime. Okay, what else do I need? I need some C4, like the explosive. And of course, it doesn't have ink. Oh yeah, I have to do pink in here before I forget. What else? Let's see. Maybe like the nose, the whole nose. I guess this car is bipolar. There's a lot of glowing bits on these cars. Maybe I can do like here as well. Maybe even like these arms could be glowing. That'd be cool. Oop, almost did. The pink side, green. Gray. And now I'm gonna add the white. Oh yeah, I should probably start saying like and subscribe. That will help. So like and subscribe. It'll help a lot. And I guess hit the bell button. Benetron 86. Alright, I think we should end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you had some laughs, and we'll see what topic I come up with tomorrow. But I'll be on at the same time. Alright, I hope you have the good rest of your night. See ya.